Dude, could somebody tell me why 2016 is trending? Pretty much everywhere I go online, it's just people being like, oh man, 10 years ago was 2016, how? And in a way, yeah, I totally agree with that. I can't believe it was a decade ago. But the weird part is how 2016 is specifically being singled out. People are saying shit like it was the best time to be alive. And in my head, I'm just like, what? Like, what are you talking about? So I was kind of assuming that for the most part, it was just 2010s kids that are now actively online teenagers, just reminiscing on their childhoods with rose-tinted glasses, which to me would make a lot more sense. Absolutely everybody is biased towards the generation that they grew up in. So it would make a lot of sense for it to just be 2010s kids being like, fuck, we're growing up now. I want to go back. But it's not. The more and more that I started to dig into this, I realized that this trend is primarily being started by people my age. It's mainly elder Gen Z in their mid to late 20s that for some goddamn reason is looking back at 2016 like this was our heyday. 2016? Come again? 2016? So now I'm like, okay, now that I know that it's people my age, what the fuck was it about 2016 that they're so nostalgic for? And when I started looking up all the reels, all the TikToks, I started to laugh my ass off. It didn't disappoint. Because once I started looking at all this, I started putting the puzzle pieces together, and I came to the conclusion that this trend is just a bunch of high school and college peakers. Because I swear to God, all of the nostalgia is just like nostalgia for all this shitty mumble rap, attached with people being like, it was a dark basement, 2016, you were at a frat party, neon lights, broccoli was playing in the background, you weren't there, bro. And you know what? Yeah, you're right, I wasn't. You want to know where I was in 2016? I was balls deep in between my junior and senior year of high school. I was busy suffering in Algebra 2 while Roman Reigns was ruining wrestling.
I'm not a bad guy.
I was busy getting friend-zoned by this girl named Lexi, and I was so fucking hopeless at that point. I was busy hiding in the back of class in the middle of Spanish in junior year of high school as I watched Edge's documentary on the WWE Network on my phone with my earbuds plugged in, all while I was hiding myself doing this behind my backpack stacked on top of my desk. I was on my way to jazz band competitions with my earbuds plugged in listening to Revolution by Diplo because I was suffering playing WWE 2K16 at the time, which was ass cheeks. But that song went hard, I'm not gonna lie. My point is, why are we reminiscing on this shit? Like, 2016 was not that memorable, bro. At least not for somebody that wasn't a high school peaker. Somebody that knew that their better years were ahead of them. I don't know. I feel like somebody needs to speak out on this shit because it feels like the entire internet is just simping over 2016. And all of us that didn't peak in high school and college, I feel like we're kind of just staying quiet. Because deep down, we all know this was just like fuckboy shit. I don't know. Every single time that I hear broccoli, it just takes me right back to high school, thinking about the worst people that I fucking knew, blasting this shit in the hallways and in the cafeteria. I avoided these fuckers at all costs. They were the bane of my existence. The detention regulars, the fucking Saturday school warriors. Dog, I felt like fucking Greg Heffley. Like, when I was just around these people, I'm like, I am so far above these fuckers, and they don't know it yet. That's fine. Totally cool with me. But one day, it's all gonna end. Their hierarchy is going to crumble. One day, they're just gonna enter the real world and finally wake the fuck up and realize that none of this tryhard shit fucking matters. And lo and behold, here we fucking are. It's 2026, we're pushing 30, and they're looking back on the glory days because they fucking peaked in high school or college. That's what I'm saying. How are you out here pushing 30 and you're still longing for fucking frat parties? Like, how is there nothing more interesting going on in your lives at this point? Now, I totally get it. Everybody moves at their own pace in life, and that's totally fine. Like, I'm not where I want to be yet. I still don't know where the fuck I'm going, but it's definitely better than whatever the fuck I was doing in 2016. I just feel that, like, elder Gen Z is kind of going through, like, a quarter-life crisis right now. They're going through, like, a very early life crisis. I'm thinking maybe it's because this job market is so fucking booty cheeks and that nobody can truly move out of their parents' house just yet. And 2016 reminds them of a time when they were living at college and they could kind of just do whatever they wanted. There was at least a little bit of independence there, you know? And even if you weren't in college yet like me and you were in high school, school, they probably were high school peakers that now are probably just fucking losers. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is this dogshit economy stunting our growth from truly growing up? Absolutely it is. But is it really so bad to the point that we have to resort to pretending like 2016 was generational? No. Let it go, bro. It's over for us. We're unk now. It's alright. It's just the cycle of life, and it's time for us to take our turn at becoming unk. Mumble rap and the huge trap wave is over. Fidget spinners are over. The mannequin challenge is over. GTA 5 is somehow not over. And neither is Donald Trump. I swear to God, those are like the only two leftover things from 2016 that are still somehow here. But my point is, it's okay to move on. It's okay to accept that our time of being youthful and young, it's gone. Yo, I tried to bend my knee the wrong way when I was trying to sit down today, and I was like, oh fuck. That shit definitely wasn't happening in 2016. But I'm just accepting it, you know? I like the fact that I'm not contained to a box that I was in high school. There's no more social hierarchy. That shit doesn't exist anymore. And if you're upset that that shit doesn't exist anymore, tell me you peaked in high school without telling me you peaked in high school. Suddenly you being the star quarterback with nothing but a bright future doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't really matter. And the reality of you pushing 30 and still not really living up to those glory days, it's hitting you hard. It's striking some kind of nerve, huh? To the point where you'd sacrifice your left nut to go back to 2016. Crazy. And although this 2016 trend I think is stupid, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Because you knew this was gonna happen. You knew all the fucking idiots from high school were gonna get to this point of being like, oh, real world sucks, give me my Letterman jacket back. And don't get me wrong, like I said, this economy sucks, the job market's booty cheeks, nobody can move out, and pretty much everyone is low-key suffering right now, no matter who you were in high school. But it's still hysterical to me that it's gotten so bad that people are really pulling out 2016 nostalgia. You couldn't pay me to go back to 2016. I don't give a fuck. Were there certain things from that year that I miss? Yeah, for sure, absolutely. As do I do for any other year. So why are we solely focusing on 2016? I don't understand. And this is coming from a guy who was born in 1999. I still don't get it. I don't know. It's going to be funny to see if Gen Alpha is nostalgic for 2026. Like in 10 years' time, if they're trying to bring back the We Are Charlie Kirk song in fucking 6-7, I am going to laugh my ass off. To me, that would be even funnier than Gen Z romanticizing 2016. That would be peak fucking comedy. I actually can't wait for that. But Gen Z, for the love of God, let's leave 2016 behind. Alright? It's time to move on. Just because we're pushing 30 doesn't mean we can't still have a good life, doesn't mean we can't still do interesting things. Just because our things and our culture is starting to become unk culture, it doesn't mean we should rewind time. Like, we're all still gonna be here, we still have each other, and we're all gonna progressively get old together. Like, I don't give a shit how cooked kids' attention spans are now, I'm gonna be making long-form content forever, because I'm Gen Z, goddammit, and that's my bread and butter. And I know it is for everybody else in our generation, who also aren't going anywhere. So don't fight age, don't try to reverse time and pretend like 2016 was some great fucking time, just because we were super young back then. Just move on and look forward to the future, man. Because I still think my best years are ahead of me. Believe it or not. Like, I can't wait to be 35. I swear to God. Like, I will fully embrace just being in dad mode, I feel like. Whether I am a dad at that point or not, that's up for debate. But just, like, giving in to the fact that I'm at that point in life where I'm 35 now. Everything I like is fucking dadcore. At that point, hopefully I have a family and I've kind of got everything all figured out. Like, I can't wait for that shit, dude. I'm gonna fully 100% commit to it. And it's gonna be fucking epic when I do. You know? Fuck 2016. This has been your boy, Dino fucking Ambrose. And I am out.